Just in case you missed it, Bethesda finally released all 15 pages of the Season 22 scoreboard, and we've gotten all the rewards. There's also a teaser trailer which covered a bunch of the rewards that were missing from several of the pages when they first announced Season 22 rewards earlier today. But now we have all of them. They had a little bit of hiccup, I guess I should say, where they released some pictures from the Ghoul season that we had a few months back. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive into all the season scoreboard, the good, the bad, and the ugly about the entire thing. So let's go ahead and see page 1. So it does have 15 pages, and then it's bonus pages and all that good stuff. So we have a Nuka Grape Bottle Opener Flare, and that's going to be 15 tickets. It's going to be Fallout First. There's another Fallout First reward that's the Nuka-Cola Jukebox. It's 45 tickets as well. And then, of course, if you're a Fallout First member, you also get your 5% score boost, and it's free. It's 0 tickets. You just need to go in and claim it on day 1. That means that on September 2nd, Tuesday, September 2nd, whenever the game goes live, this needs to be the first thing that you do before you log in and do anything. Make sure that you go into the season and claim that free score booster. Also, just so you're aware, the season will be ending on September 2nd, and this new season will be beginning whenever the servers go live. When will they go live? We do not know. It could go live at noon. It could go live at 1 p.m. It could go live at 3 p.m. It could go live at 2:22 p.m. We don't know. Sometimes it's 5 p.m. So just hang tight with the rest of us. I'll be doing a live stream if you want to come over and hang out while the servers are down and once the patch notes go live. All right, let's get back into this guy here. So we have Nuka-Cola Bowling Ball Rack, and that's going to be 35 tickets, and there are a ton of bowling balls in this. Why? I'm not sure, but there's bowling balls. So let's head into the rest of this. We got a bunch of filler content. Our atoms, which are always good. These are for everybody. And then 5 free re-rollers. And then, well, not free, but 20 tickets. And then for 15 tickets, you can get a mystery bobblehead times 3. And don't forget that the Nuka-Cola Bowling Ball is 20 tickets. And the Nuka-Cola Bowling Ball Rack is 35 tickets. All right, on to page 2. We have the Mr. Cram player icon and then the Mr. Cram plushie. The icon is going to be 15 tickets and the plushie will be 30 tickets. If this looks familiar, it should look familiar, but it is not Cranberry that you've seen previously. We have a Nuka Twist one and a Quantum, and I think that might be it, and a regular Nuka-Cola if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if they're all holding the bottle or not. I cannot remember right off the top of my head. And we also have, for 0 tickets, you have a Nuka-Cola Cranberry Mr. Fuzzy plushie poster, and that thing is awesome. I'm really excited about that one, to be quite honest with you. And then if you have Fallout First, you'll also be able to get the Nuka-Cola foosball table, and this has Cappy and Bottle as the actual players, the little foosball players. Looks super cute. You can see it better in the trailer. I will link that in the description below for you. There's also a player suffix called Reader. That's going to be 20 tickets. Fallout First, you can get 50 for 15 tickets. You get 200 atoms. 3 lunch boxes are also available for 15 tickets, and then nuclear key cards as well. We have the Circle G bowling ball, and that is some type of ammo company. It's Fallout First. It's going to be 20 tickets. Another bowling ball, H&H bowling ball, is going to be 25 tickets. That's for all players. Fallout First players, you get access to a new ammo stash box skin. It's going to be Circle G. It's pretty cool looking. We also got a Circle G flare, H&H stash box, which is going to be 45 tickets. We also got some carry weight boosters and some superb bait. For 15 tickets, you can get the Cosmic Knife photo mode frame. The Cosmic Knife is for all players and is going to be $90.90. 50 tickets. Don't know why I saw 90 at first, but it's 50 tickets. And then we also have this Saturn Night bowling ball. Is going to be free for all players. There's 2 player icons, the Beheaded Chicken player icon and the Cosmic Knife Chef player icon. The Beheaded Chicken and the Cosmic Knife both come from this poster over here. So that's where that comes from. It's for the advertisement for the Cosmic Knife there. The Cosmic Knife advertisements are for Fallout First players only at 25 tickets, and it's 2 different ones. There's a poster for the wall and then a floor poster as well. There's a prefix of Saturday Night available for 10 tickets and 200 atoms for all players. Getting on to page 5, we have some Mothman stuff, so that's pretty cool. If you paid attention to the teaser trailer, they had a bunch of stuff in there that was kind of telling you what is going to be in there. They had a White Springs thing. They had Grognok, but I haven't seen anything Grognok. I kind of thought we would get something Grognok, so I'm not sure if they meant to put something in that was Grognok and we didn't get it because it's even on the little poster as well. But yes. Anyway, they had Mothman like a business card. So there's a Mothman bowling ball for all players. It's 25 tickets. We also have the Mothman Museum sign for Fallout First players for 25 tickets, and if you're Fallout First, you also have access to the Mothman Museum Backpack Flare for 15 tickets. And then also for no tickets, if you have Fallout First, you get the Mothman Museum t-shirt and jeans outfit. And 200 Atoms is also available for 20 tickets for Fallout First players. Non-Fallout First players, you have the bowling ball, and then the Mothman Museum rug is going to be 35 tickets, some Superb Paint. The Score Booster ×3 is available. 200 Atoms, which I already said for Fallout First. Sorry, my bad. Miniature Mothman statue. Not sure if you'll be able to interact with this one. I doubt it, but that is a thing that you can do with the real life-size statue that they have in-game. And then there's a well-read prefix for 15 tickets. Moving on to page 6. If you have Fallout First, there's your second Score Booster, and also you have access to some stamps and some caps. Everybody else, we have the Ragdoll Cat and the Sable Shepherd. So it's a German Shepherd and some type of tabby. I think it's a white tabby. It just looks like a regular tabby to me. I'm not very big on the differences between different types of German Shepherds or different types of cats, so you'll have to forgive me on that. But that's what they look like. You can definitely look at the trailer and see both of those. There's an icon available, the Soup Chef, nuclear keycard stamps, and then Atoms for all players as well. Oops, went backwards. Alright, on to page 7, we have another player icon available for everybody. A prefix that's called Home Cooked for everybody. And then Scouts banners. We also have the Soul Soup Survivor, which is going to be 50 tickets, and that's going to be for all players as well. I'm assuming that this will generate soup, and since there's a corn icon on it, I'm assuming one of them is going to be corn soup. I'm not sure what the other one is. If you happen to know, if you've heard of somebody that's data mined it, let us know in the comments below so other people can find out as well. Let's see here. If you have Fallout First, you have access to 200 Atoms, the Dr. Bag Aid Box, and the Vault-Tec Firework Launcher. I'm really interested to know what the firework launcher is going to do. I'm assuming it's going to be like the fireworks that they used to give us all the time in the game, but it could be more like the ones that we have at our base. So we'll see what it turns out to be. The Dr. Bag Aid Box is going to be just like your ammo box or your scrap box, or where you can just throw as much stuff in there as you possibly can. Now, whether or not we'll be able to put like magazines and bobbleheads and lunch boxes and stuff like that in there has yet to be seen, so hopefully we can. Let me know in the comments below if you happen to know anything more about it. I'm kind of wondering if we're going to be getting another Dr. Bag, because I feel like this is something that should be available to all players right off the get. You know, like if you come in December and want to start playing, this obviously isn't going to be available, but is it going to be available, you know, as a different looking item? Like, is everybody going to have access to the Dr. Bag Aid Box if you have Fallout First, even if you've not played the season, or not? Like, hopefully this is just a reskin of the Dr. Bag Aid Box that we'll be getting. We'll see. Anyway, we also had the Home Cooked prefix, if I forgot to go over that one. There's also page number 8. So there's a Chrysalis bowling ball for Fallout First members. There's also a Cherry Bomb Tinker's Workbench as Fallout First. And for Fallout First, you also have a Mystery Magazine package. Everybody else, we get the Chrysalis Motors Derby game. I'm not sure if that'll be giving us some intelligence or whatnot, but hopefully it'll be giving us something that would be nice to have at our camp. Another icons available, more caps, 200 Atoms for all players, and then a Chrysalis Motors Company neon sign for 25 tickets. Alright, page number 9. We have another icon, another frame, and then we have another prefix, Squeaky Clean. If you have Fallout First, you'll have access to Atoms and the Abraxo store display, which looks kind of interesting. It looks like there's a clean and a dirty version. And then your 10% score booster is also available. Everybody else, there's an Abraxo jumpsuit and an Abraxo neon sign. The jumpsuit will be 30 tickets, and the neon sign will be 25 tickets. Alright, heading on to page 10, Fallout First is getting the Hello, My Name is Deputy suffix. It's going to be 15 tickets, and also for 20 tickets you can get the Sunset Sarsaparilla bowling ball. That is clearly a New Vegas reference, just in case you're wondering. Everybody else, well, at Fallout First you also get 50 perk coins for 30 tickets. Everybody else you have access to. I'm assuming that these two things are icons. Both of these are Sunset Sarsaparilla themed. The little girl is Sunset Sarsaparilla, and so is the deputy's badge. I'm not sure if this is anything other than an icon. The description has been cut off. There's also re-rollers available, Atoms, lunchboxes, and stamps, and then a Mystery Magazine package. Moving on to page 11, we have the Mineral Extractor Paint for Power Armor. It looks like it's for Mineral Excavator Paint. It's just for your Excavator Power Armor. And they also have the Garahan Lunch Pail. That's going to be 20 tickets. And then the Loot Bag is going to be 0 tickets for Fallout First. And the Garahan Extractor is going to be 40 tickets. The Extractor, well, no, it's not for Excavator. So the Mineral Extractor paint is probably not just for Excavator. For whatever reason, my brain just went in and read it as Excavator, even though I read it as Extractor first. But it does look like Excavator Power Armor, a little bit. I'm really bad at identifying these. As long as I played this game, I still never gotten the hang of identifying which ones are which. Anyway, that's going to be 75 tickets. You also have Steel Ingot Pile for Fallout First. It's going to be 15 tickets. And for 200 atoms for 15 tickets for Fallout First as well. There's also the Garahan Mine Player Icon for 15 tickets and the Garahan Bowling Ball for 20 tickets. On page 12, we got more Fallout First stuff. There's some Suburb Bait, Rerollers, and then the Pink Modern Home Stove is going to be 40 tickets for Fallout First. Everybody else, there'll be 10 Legendary Modules for 10 tickets, the Pink Modern Home Refrigerator for 45 tickets, and the Pink Modern Home Kitchen Set for 60 tickets. On page 13, Fallout First, you have the Nuka-Cola Quantum Pip-Boy paint for 35 tickets, a Nuka-Cola player logo icon for 10 tickets. Everybody else, there's some Nuka Shine bobbleheads, and then the Nuka-Cola Jetpack for 50 tickets, and the Nuka-Cola tiles for 40 tickets. That should be floor, is what the tiles should be. It could potentially be wall, which would be very nice if it was both, but I doubt very seriously that's what we'll be getting. It's yet to be seen, though. The Jetpack, I hope, kind of squirts out some soda. That would be kind of fun. Page 14, we have the Sunset Sarsaparilla Vending Machine for 50 tickets. We also have the Stabbed Weaponry Pickaxe Set for 20 tickets. And then 5,000 caps for 20 tickets. Fallout First, you have a Sunset Sarsaparilla Boy Player Icon for 10 tickets. And the Sunset Sarsaparilla Poster for 0 tickets. And then 15, this is the page that got left behind the longest. It's finally available. We have the Patio Fireplace for Fallout First for 25 tickets. The Spice Rack, which is going to be a camp resource which will generate spices, salt, and pepper, and sugar. It's for Fallout First players. It's going to be 35 tickets. Everybody else, we have a free Appalachian Modern Living corkboard. This has to be my favorite of all the ones we've gotten since they got rid of that old scoreboard that used to look like a game board. This one's definitely one that I really enjoy. So I kind of hope that they stick with this and do this from now on, because it I don't know, for whatever reason, it really makes my heart happy. Let me know in the comments below, do you prefer the painting or that? Or are you really just into the old scoreboard? I really like the old scoreboard, but if I can only have this type, I'll take this. Fallout First also gets the score booster ×3 for 25 tickets. Everybody else, there is the White Spring Robo Butler Collectron, which is going to be 60 tickets, and the Modern Kettle Stein, which is 25 tickets. I don't know if I said the Patio Fireplace is 25 tickets, but that's for Fallout First. Also, there is a suffix called Renovator for 15 tickets as well. And then we're going down to the bonus page. So the bonus page has TV glasses, the Mistress of Mysteries painting, which is 140 tickets, a mushroom scratching post for your cat for 130 tickets, the TV glasses 175 tickets, the Saturday Night Fist paint, which it looks like a just a skin for the face breaker or a power fist, is going to be 160 tickets. Hubris Comics Bowling Ball is going to be 80 tickets. The Fishing Rod Eye of Ra Bobble mod is going to be 90 tickets. There's a Nuka-Cola Orange Bottle Opener Flare for 75 tickets. Housewife and House Husband suffixes for 75 tickets. Destroyed House of Tomorrow Camp Kit for 250 tickets. That's probably one of my favorite things right there. And then I'm assuming this is a player icon. The description has been left off and it says Sunset Sarsaparilla, and that is 75 tickets. I'm not sure who's buying these icons and suffixes for 75 tickets, but let me know if you have in the comments below. Was it because you had tickets left over, you just had nothing else to spend them on, or what? Or do you just really like them? And then the bonus page, to me, is lackluster. We do have perk coins for all you guys that go after the perk coins. They're 75 tickets. Scouts banners are back. You get 5 for 75 tickets. This is something that you can only buy with atoms or cash. In real life, it's not available yet in-game for you to buy, like with Gold Bullion or stamps yet. So this would be a good one to invest your money in if you get to 150 and you've claimed 81 spaces on the board. Another thing that you should be aware of is if there's a mini season coming up in October, that will count. Those ones that you claim from the mini season will count towards these 81 that you need to claim, supposedly, is what I was told today. Atoms are still there. 100 atoms or 250 tickets. And Suburb Bait is back at 5 for 75 tickets. And that is it. So, what do you guys think? I'm going to go ahead and do my breakdown of what I think, but you guys need to let me know. I think that this has potential. I'm still slightly disappointed, and I'm just going to tell you why. I feel like there's a lot of filler in this one, and I don't know if there's just a lot of filler just because there's a lot of filler and I'm not particularly fond of all the filler content. I feel like there's just a ton of it, but it also feels like the pages are fuller, so maybe that's why there's extra filler content, is because the pages are fuller and they're just trying to take up space. But I feel like a lot of things are just repainted or reskinned attributes that they've already got, and that's why I'm a little disappointed and I'm not very excited about it. I do like the fact that, like, they're giving us, like, brands, because I love brands. Like, we're getting Mothman stuff, we're getting H&H stuff, we're getting the what's it called, the ammo company, we're getting their stuff, we're getting Nuka-Cola, we're getting Abraxo. Like, I do love all that stuff. I think that's super awesome. Wish there's some sugar bombs. We didn't get any sugar bombs, so that's a little disappointing to me. But there are a couple things on here that I'm really, really excited for. And like I said, I'm a little disappointed because I'm wondering about that medical bag. Like, are other players going to be getting access to a different looking medical bag, and this is just a reskin or what? But, like, most of this stuff seems like it's just a reskin, and that kind of disappoints me. Even the stuff that's later in the season is being reskinned and reused. So, like, I don't particularly like that. The Nuka-Cola jukebox, that's just a reskin. The Nuka-Cola bowling ball, obviously, is a reskin. Obviously, all this stuff is filler. I do like getting re-rollers and atoms, so I'm not going to say anything. One of the mystery bobblehead things on a season isn't that big of a deal. It's fine. But the only new item that you're really getting on this one is the Nuka-Cola bottle opener flare, which I feel like we have one, if I'm not mistaken, like one that's like a Nuka-Cola, but I'm maybe getting that confused with the bobber for the fishing rod, so I'm not sure. But let me know in the comments below if you know if we have another backpack flare that's actually shaped the same way and it's a bottle opener. I can't seem to remember. But we're definitely getting a new thing here with the Nuka-Cola bowling ball rack. Just because, you know, there's nothing that looks exactly like that yet. We do have a bowling ball rack, but obviously none of them are Nuka-Cola. This is just, you know, a paint thrown on top of this. At least they had to, like, redo or whatever. The Mr. Cram plushie, that is just a reskin. Obviously, the poster's going to be a reskin. And then the foosball table is a reskin when you get to page 2. And then there's a bunch of filler, especially nuclear key cards. They're everywhere. And then we got a ton of icons, suffixes, and prefixes. And this page has an icon and a suffix, which doesn't make any sense to me. It just seems like such a waste. The next page has another icon on it. And then, of course, this is the bowling ball is a reskin, the stash box is a reskin, and then the ammo stash box is a reskin as well. And then we got filler stuff with the Suburb bait and the carry weight boosters, which I'm still not opposed to those two at all. We got another frame. We got 2 icons, and then we got a prefix here, which just is just too much. And then, of course, the bowling ball is just a reskin, and the cosmic knife is a reskin as well. And at least they put these two together instead of breaking them apart, making it 25 for the wall poster and 25 for the floor poster, which would be just unnerving in my opinion. But they do that stuff all the time. And we do get the cosmic knife, which is cool. I don't exactly know what that thing does yet because I've not seen any of the data mine videos, but we'll see. With the bowling ball, obviously, is a reskin, and this right here, the actual little thing that they put inside of it, is just a reskin of a still Mothman, so it's not all that impressive to me. Obviously, the Mothman museum sign is already available in game. I do like that we're getting a brand new outfit. The miniature Mothman statue is just a reskin, and they just, you know, resized the big one that you have in your camp. Like I said, the one in the camp you can interact with. A lot of players don't realize that, but you can. At least we're getting something new here with the backpack flare and then the rug. I do like the rug. It seems very cool. So that one I'm definitely excited about. I'm definitely excited about that, and I love that backpack flare as well. And then, of course, we're getting another prefix there. Heading on to page 6, we got some new dogs and stuff. Those are reskins, obviously, but I do like the fact that the doghouse and then the cat bed look completely different, and they're really cool looking. I like that a lot. We're getting caps and key cards on this one, and then we also are getting stamps, and then the a player icon of the soup chef. So that's a little filler stuff. Another player icon, another prefix there, some more filler stuff. I'm not opposed to Scouts banners or atoms, like I said. At least we're getting something new here with the Soul Soup server and the Vault-Tec firework launcher. Both of those are going to be new items, which is really cool. And then the doctor bag is new, but like I said, what is that? Another bowling ball. This is a reskin of already available workbench. I think it's a... Is a weapon workbench? I can't remember what the workbench is, to be quite honest with you. But it's a car. And anyway, like, it's still a reskin. And then this is a reskin. The Derby game is a reskin. Instead of it being red, it's blue. And then we got another player icon. We're getting this new item here with the neon sign. Obviously, we got a ton of neon signs, but we don't have any that are like this. More caps, more magazines. And then here's another player icon, a frame, and then a prefix. Just more stuff in general. This is a reskin, obviously. The neon sign is going to be new, and as far as I can tell, the store display is also new. And I like both of those. I mean, like, this player icon isn't even that great, because it's just like, here's a picture of what you already have, and nothing, you know, crazy. I wish that they would do a little bit more with it. Deputy suffix. And then we have re-rollers, stamps, lunch boxes, perk coins, all on the thing. It looks like 2 player icons. Like I said, these are, the descriptors are both cut off on that, so that kind of sucks. And then we got a repurpose here with the Sunset Sarsaparilla bowling ball. So it's just a reskin of the bowling ball yet again. At least it's only 20 tickets. And then also you got the mystery magazine package, which we already had access to at the beginning. I think that's, no, we had bobbleheads before, right? There's the magazine. So yeah, that's right there. So more of those. And then if you head over to page 11, obviously this is the same freaking item. One's a loot bag and one's just a, I guess, camp item is what it is. It'd be nice if it was at least a stash box. But anyhow, this is obviously already available, that lunch box is. So this is just a reskin being done. This is a reskin, obviously. This is obviously a reskin, another reskin, and then we got the steel ingot piles, which is an in-game item that's already available. They're just making it available for us, and then another player icon. This obviously is just a reskin. I'm kind of upset that they broke all this stuff up, because it would be nice if they had put it all together. I know when they sell these items, like in the Atomic Shop, they sell them like this too. It's like, you know, you get the kitchen set, you get the refrigerator, you get the stove, and there's 3 different items. So I get it, but still. It's really expensive considering that all this together is 145 tickets. In my opinion, it's a little much. Getting some more filler content with re-rollers and modules, and then Superb Bait again. Considering you can't buy that anywhere, I mean, I get it. Nuka-Cola Quantum Pip-Boy obviously is a reskin. It's one of my favorite things on the board, though. Speaking of personal preference, Nuka-Cola Jetpack's obviously a reskin, and the tiles are too, but I'm glad that we're getting these. I do like it. I hope that they make this look a little bit unique, because we already have the one jetpack that like squirts out slime. It'd be kind of cool if this one squirted out like, you know, fizzy Nuka-Cola. And then we get sugar-free Nuka Shine, and then mystery bobblehead box again, and another player icon. This page is super cool. This obviously is a reskin, the Sunset Sarsaparilla vending machine, but we do need something like this in game. Hopefully it'll be giving us some Sunset Sarsaparillas. The stab weaponry pickaxe, I'm glad that they brought that out, because we were missing that, and I'm glad that we got it, because it's been well over a year since that last season came out that had that on, like, had like the axes and knives and all that stuff and arrows that you could kind of put down at your camp. So it'd be nice to have these. Another player icon, more caps, and then a reskin with a poster. But I still love this poster, and I'm really excited to get it. This is the last page, page 15, like I said before. So the patio fireplace, I'm excited to get that. Obviously, the Robo Butler is going to be a reskin, but hopefully we'll be getting some really cool items that it collects that's unique enough to it. The Steins are always reskins. I'm not very fond of this one, to be quite honest with you. I feel like they dropped the ball on this one. It's kind of stupid. I really do like the corkboard design. Like, that's probably one of the more exciting things, and the fact that it's free, that makes me super happy too. And then the spice rack, which is unfortunate that's Fallout first, but it is another camp resource, so I'm excited about that. And then of course we got score boosters, which I'm always down for, and then lunch boxes as well. And then we got another player suffix at Renovator. So like, you can see that there's a lot of filler in this. And I mean, even here, like, I don't get why there's so much filler. Like, why are they putting icons and suffixes in here? I don't get it. And then almost all this stuff. This is, you know, just a skin. This is a skin. This is cool. I love this. I love that it's, you know, Destroyed House of Tomorrow kit. I kind of want to know if this is going to do anything, but I think it's just going to kind of look wild. I want to know how it's going to be worn, though. Is like it's going to be worn on the top of the head or actually on the eyes? And can we like mix that with hats? Probably not because of the antennae, but we'll see. And then the Nuka-Cola orange bottle opener flare. I'm kind of disappointed that this one's on the end as well, because this is just a reskin of the thing from page 1. And then of course the comics bowling ball is also a reskin. We got a new bobber. That one's kind of cool. But, you know, the prices of all this stuff is just so expensive. And that's why I'm like, I think the coolest things on this page right here are the TV glasses, the camp kit, and then the mushroom scratching post for a cat. And I've already kind of told you what I think about this, so I'm not going to get into that. But you guys let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think things are overpriced? Are they underpriced? Do you feel like they're, you know, appropriately priced? How do you feel about the filler content? Do you like the filler content? Do you feel like they're getting a little overboard with the player icons and the prefixes and suffixes? Are you okay with everything being reskins and like repurposed items that we already have type thing? Like, we're getting some good items, and I mean, like, even some of the reskinned items I'm really excited for. Like, I'm more disappointed that, you know, they're still not giving me a reason to grind out to rank 150. Like, it just doesn't give me any reason to do it. And so, like, I've literally just barely been getting to rank 100 every season for quite a while, actually, since they got rid of the score boosters. I haven't really been trying all that hard. On Xbox, if I didn't play on, you know, on a channel, I probably would have got to 100 and quit. That's just me being honest. I would have came back and played Fajnot and stuff, so I probably would have got to 110 or something, but I wouldn't have got very far. Like, I got to 140, and I wasn't trying, and I still have, you know, all this week's dailies and weeklies and stuff to do, and I have plenty of score boosters, and I'm not used. I think I used one of them the entire time, but anyway, let me know in the comments below what you guys think, how you feel about it. Are you guys ready for September 2nd? Please don't forget to spend your tickets, because you definitely need to do that. If you don't, you'll be getting Gold Boy on, which you can claim at any time. They do give you a choice of when to do that, and like make sure you're on the right character and all that stuff, but just be aware that that's what you'll be getting. Like, most players don't need Gold Boy on, so it's kind of a waste. Anyway, take care. I'll see you guys on Tuesday, so make sure to stop by the live stream and hang out and say hi. Talk to me about what you feel about the season and everything. Anyway, guys, take care. Love you guys. I'll see you in the wasteland. Bye!